who's going to run a game on African American people claiming that they got a multi-ethnic, multicultural society, who are going to probably mix their diplomatic missions with blacks and coloreds and Afrikaner whites so that they can impress on the world that they have achieved diversity in the world. When the ownership of the production and the ownership of land and wealth will remain as much in the hands of whites as it has ever remained. And you will think because you have elected a Nelson Mandela to be the president that you represent the taking over of South Africa by black people. If you believe that, you believe in the tooth fairy. You have never seen any multicultural, multi-ethnic nation rise to the top in the struggles of the world. You've only seen ethnic nations and nations based on ethnicity. But you want to fall asleep to some swan song. And Nelson Mandela should know better. He has the whole history of Africa before him, when other African jokers told their people that if they controlled the legislatures of their nations and if they elected the heads of their government, that meant that they were free and in control of their nations. And yet today, as I told you earlier, Africa is frozen out of economic development with its African heads of nations and its African legislatures. Why? Because they did not see the first things first. And the first thing in a revolutionary change is that the revolutionary people take control of their lands and their wealth, or otherwise they have no real power. And power in America is not the power of the vote, but the power of the ownership of resources and the ownership of labor and control of labor. For when you own these things, you can buy the votes and you can buy the elected officials voted into office by the people.